Hi, this is Erin Badron Smith, and I'm about to present a lesson of picturing language for the short story, The Warning. Okay, we start out with our protagonist, and his name is Ronny. Ronny is driving to work in his car one day and he works at the airplane factory. And I would draw an airplane, but yeah, there's the wings, and there's the plane, and there's the smoke that comes out. Anyway, as he's driving in, Ronny sees at the gate the guard. So here's the guard, and he and Ronny say, "Good morning, hello, how are you doing?" And everything seems fine, normal, and Ronny gets out of his car and walks into the building of the airplane factory, and he goes into his office. So he goes inside into his office, and he sets his keys, and I think it's easier to see the word keys, on his desk. But when he puts down his keys, he sees a note on the desk, and he can't understand why there would be a note on his desk. So, moving on, as the note says, we'll go back one. The note is from Mr. Burns, who's in the red, and the note says, "Please see me." And for Ronny, we'll move over to the next scene. He's very confused. Why would he want to see me? So as Ronny is walking to the office, and here's his little footprints. I think it's not taping. It is. So, go ahead. Ronny couldn't help but wonder, maybe it was the day before when he called out sick. So he was, yuck, not feeling well. And so he said, everyone has always been so nice to me when I've called out sick, so I can't imagine why there would be any problem. Maybe it's something else. So he's walking down the long hallway, and he finally gets to the door, the office of Mr. Burns. As he walks in, there's a secretary sitting at her desk, and Ronny says to her, she says, "Hi there, can I help you?" And Ronny says, "I got a note from Mr. Burns that he would like to see me." And she says, "Oh yes, have a seat, he'll be with you in a minute." So he sits down in a chair and he waits for Mr. Burns. Okay. What seems like hours and hours, which really was probably only 5 minutes or so, Mr. Burns finally comes out of his desk, out of his office, and says to Ronny, "Hi there, thanks for coming." So they're looking at each other, and they say, "Thank you." And Mr. Burns asks him, "Are you okay? You've missed some days, and that's just not like you. You're a really great worker." And he says, "But over the past month," and here's the calendar showing some days, he's missed this day and that day and that day. So Mr. Burns really wants to know, is he okay? So finally Ronny says to Mr. Burns, he says, "I just was feeling tired lately, but I won't miss any more days. I understand the policy. If I miss any more days, I will not get paid for my work. So the two decided to shake hands, and all was well.